Hi friends, you all are here for the second video in the YouTube series on building an e-commerce web application. In the first video, I talked about how to design a responsive sign in and sign up. So in the second video, I will talk about it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope to talk about these two things: how to sign up, how to do the back-end code part and validations. So let's talk about what is this validation means. You can see that validation means that I haven't added any data to the input fields of this form. I will sign up here and we can take care of it like this. Please enter your first name. I will add the name here. Let's sign up again. Now then we can check again like this. Please enter your last name. Now let's sign up again. Let's check again. Then we can check again. So I will add the email here too. Now I am just giving it here as a test. If I try to sign up, we can see that it is an invalid email address. That means the email address should be exactly as it is. Otherwise, we won't be allowed to sign up. So here is how we can check. This will be empty. This will be empty. Add it here. And I will get a message like that. You can check that. That's what we call the validation part. So when I go to sign up again, it says to add the password like this. So I add the password like this. When I go to sign up again, it says to add our phone number like this. So I am going to add it like this. I am going to add the male and female here. Then I am going to click the sign up button. Here, as soon as we click the sign up button, we are taken to the sign in page. If I show you the database here, you can see our database. The one I added as text has not been added yet. I am refreshing this. Now we can see that the one we added is added like this. So this is the sign up part and the validation part. Let's see how I have created the relevant coding part. This is the coding part I created. This is where I did the coding part of the sign up section. You can see that I have used label tags like first name and last name like this. Also, I have given an ID, a unique ID. It is input fields here. That means when I take first name, I have given the input field and ID called fname. And when I take last name, I have added lname to it. You can see that I have added an ID to each input fields like this. I have added an ID to each one because I want to get this volume from JavaScript, because I created this sign up part using Ajax. I think you know Ajax. And you can see here that I have added the gender. I have done a PHP coding part using queries. I have created the select query here for the table called gender. I will show you this table called gender. This is the database called eShop. Inside it is this table called gender. We have added two values, male and female. You can see it like this to it. So I have done this in this part of the code, I have taken the rows in the gender table and put them in a for loop. I have added the name of the option and its value as the ID of the name. For example, let's say I think I have a name of this option as male. Its ID is 1. So I have put male here as the inner HTML of the option, and then I have given 1 as the value of option. So I have put it inside for loop like this. I want to put all of that into rows option. So I have done it this way. It's very easy for us to do the sign up part this way, because here we get the value 1, 2 directly. Then we use a query. When you insert data into this table, you will see that in this table called user, there is a column called gender ID, because I have created a separate table called gender. You can see it like this. The ID of that table is 1. I have taken into the user table as a foreign key. So we are only shown an ID here, 1 or 2. Also, when we show an ID here, we cannot add a word here. We can only insert 1 or 2 here, because here the gender is 1 or 2. We can take care of it this way. So when it is like this, it is very easy to insert data. This is the easiest way to do this. So here, when the sign up button is clicked, the sign up function is called. Let's see what happens in that function. This is our sign up function. You can see it like this. I have given the ID from my index.php files. On that site, I have grabbed that ID and kept it as a variable. Then I created an object called form data and sent it from that form to field to a file called signup process. Signup_process.php. You can see it using the post method. I mean signup_process.php using the post method. I send the values of that captured input fields. That is the data we entered to this field called signup_process.php. This is how you can view the signup_process.php file. Here I have included the connection first, because if we sign up, we need to insert data that into the database query. So here too we need a database connection, so I have added this. And we also have that side. That means the data received from the JavaScript side is taken and stored in variable like this. So you can see it clearly. Then this is the validation part of that showed you first. What it does is that the field cannot be empty. When you enter the password, it cannot be else than 5 characters and cannot be more than 20. When you enter the phone number, it must have 10 digits. You can't just give as a phone number like 1, 2, 3, 4. In Sri Lanka, when you enter phone number, it starts with 07 and then it ends. Here are some numbers like this. You can see it. There can't be anything else except this. This is how I have done my validation part. I think it's clear to you. Then if all of these are false, that means now we are checking if there's empty here. If empty true, then we are going into this, which means it is false. That field is not empty, it's like a chain, one of after another. And if all of these are false, we will come to the else, and when we get to that, we can look at two queries here. Of these two queries, I will first talk about the insert query. What this insert query does in insert all the data we got into the database. That's what this insert query does. Here, this another query does. This is the search query, and this is what we did by selecting all from users. We selected an email and a phone number. Here I have put O, which means that here I am talking the database. I am talking the data coming from that side and checking whether the email or mobile number of the data I am taking was previously in this database. Whether either the email or the phone number was previously in the database. Let's see if it is there. They are telling us that this user already exit, which means that they are already signed up for that web application. So let's see if that happens. Let's see it this way. I gave here Dasun Priyankara. Email is test@gmail.com. Password is 12345. Then I gave my mobile number. I added this and I am trying to sign up. Then we can take care of it like this. So here is the query I just mentioned. If there is an email or mobile number that is already signed up in the database, this way we can check if they won't let us sign up. So that's the query here. I think you understand it. Here, if we give an email mobile number that we haven't used before, we will go to this insert query. Before going to that, I have added a function called date and time here. In PHP, we have a function like this, which we can use to get the live time, and that means we can get the date and time at the time of registration. I can also get the time zone. I have added Asia Colombo. You can see it. Here I am asking you to first format the data. You can first format the date. First the year, then the month, then the day, hour, minutes and seconds. Like this. I then stored the final result of that format in a variable called $date. That's why I store the registration date in the column. Normally, customer don't choose the registered date. That has to be done over our side. This registration data is important to us, as it is important for us give first to our old customers. So after doing all these correctly, we will get an echo saying success like this. So we received a request from the JavaScript site from signup_process.php, and then we received a response text saying success. If we get success, we are telling them to empty all the values in our input fields. We have called this function to empty it and take it with us. There is a toggle in the change view function. I explained it in the previous video. Yeah, that means it will take us from here to the sign in. Also, if it doesn't say success, if it echoes something else, we are telling you to show that echo message here. That's what our What we are showing in red below the create new account, which is what echoes. So thank you for watching my video.